a week with the Samsung S25 Ultra. You're going to hear all about it in an honest and direct way. No fluff. I'm going to talk about my daily routine, what I go through on all my devices, and what my experience was with the Samsung S25 Ultra. Is it better? Is it the same? Or is there issues? Now I want to take a quick moment and talk to you Samsung fanboys out there. Please stick around and watch this video and let me know what I'm doing wrong, because I love constructive criticism. If there's a better way to do things that I miss and you don't see it in this video, let me know it down in the comments below. And as far as those folks out there that think that I'm a Samsung hater, I am not. I'm just going to tell you my full experience and lay it out there as I see it. I do love Samsung devices. I actually do really like the phone, by the way, and we will cover that in this video. I use Samsung earbuds. I've got the watch, and I actually have the tablet as well. So I do really enjoy Samsung devices. So now that's out of the way, let's get to the real story. So the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is, of course, well, the unmentionables, which you all know what that means. And then I get to my phone and I check it out, and I like to look at the news feed, what's going on. And with the Samsung S25 Ultra, they have this new thing now. When you wake up in the morning, you turn on your phone, it's got a morning brief, which is really nice. Now, some of you might call it a quick look or whatever. When you first turn on your phone, it shows up here, but since I've already used it today, it's not there. What you do is you click on it and open up your phone. Or what I've done is I added a widget here, so I click on the widget and it'll say good morning, or right now it says cloudy morning, and I'll show you what I go through on a daily basis. I go to my side menu here where all my articles are, and I like to read articles here. Air warns iPhone, Android users. So anyway, you want to take this thing and summarize it, and there's no summary here on the Samsung S25 Ultra or probably any of the Samsungs. You can listen to the article, but who has time to listen to every single article? I like to have it summarized. So let's go ahead and push it over here to Samsung Internet, because a lot of you say, well, you got to do it on the Samsung Internet. See, well, that's really nice. The Samsung Internet, you have this AI button down here at the bottom. You press it and look, summarize is grayed out. Can't summarize content because it's behind a paywall. What? So if the article is behind a paywall, you cannot summarize it, nor can you listen to it here. But of course, we can go back to the news feed here, and we can listen to it here by pressing listen to page, and it'll go ahead and play it.
iPhone and Android users.
So you can still listen to it, but you can't summarize it, which is something you can actually do on the OnePlus Open. It's very simple. You just tell the AI to summarize it. It'll summarize it or read it right from the app. So that's the big difference. Right from here on this page, your news feed, you can do both AI summary and AI read it on the OnePlus Open, but not on the Samsung S25 series phones. You can't do it on the Pixel phone either, so it's not unique just to Samsung. Pixel doesn't do it either. Well, now let's choose an article that's not behind a paywall. Let's go look at, the Z Fold lineup here. Okay, this is not behind a paywall, so you could do this again. You can listen to it here, but there still is no summary. So let's see if we can get Gemini to summarize it. Summarize this page.
I'm a text-based AI and can't assist with that.
So you can't assist with that. So there you go. So you can't summarize it in any way, even with the AI. So again, you got to go to Samsung Internet here, and on this you can hit the AI, and you got summary here, so they can summarize it. So that's good. If it's not behind a paywall, you could summarize it, or if you want to, you can actually tell it to read the highlights out loud.
Z Fold 7, Samsung tech to combine thinner design with pen support with new app.
So that's a nice feature. I guess that's kind of a read aloud summary, if you will. But again, I prefer to do it right inside my news feed, and it's just not happening with Samsung. So you can see that you can do that if you click some extra buttons, go the extra mile, which a lot of you may not care, and you may want to just do that, which is fine by me. But again, on the OnePlus Open, it's a little bit different, and it's right there with inside my news feed. I don't have to go anywhere else. Now, talk about a time saver and real AI assistant. There you go. Thank you for hanging out with me while I get this week-long review on the Samsung S25 Ultra. If you would do me a favor, smash that like button down below. It really does help out the channel. It tells me that you like it and helps me provide you with better content. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that as well, so you don't miss out more news, tips, and tricks. Now that's out of the way. Let's get back to the video. Now here's some things I really like about this is whenever you use a Samsung device with your Ultra watch, everything works smoothly, which is nice. Now don't get me wrong, the watch actually does work with other Android devices. There's just some specific things that Samsung keeps between their own devices, such as an EKG or special readings like that, which is, if you're in need for that, well, you really do need to stick with the Samsung. Now, this is a really nice tool and something I miss when I have any other device on me. Let's say you have to take a quick note because somebody gave you something and you need to write it down. You could just pick up your phone and just do it. Now, that's a really nice feature, and I just wish they would put this and make it available on their foldable. It's ridiculous that you have to open up the screen for that. So this is still a unique feature to the Samsung S25 Ultra, and I love it. Because with this good old tech mind, sometimes I have to write things down immediately. Now, another thing that works really great on this phone is you just pick it up, tap the button, and it opens right up for you because of facial recognition. You can do that. Or you can tap it and use your finger to press, and it opens right up. So it'll never fail to do that. So the fingerprint reader is really great. The facial ID works really great as well, as long as you're well lit. If it's dark, maybe not so much. You just use your fingerprint. That's a great feature. Now, quick side note here. I do have to say the OnePlus Open does open faster because I just pick it up and the fingerprint reader just opens it right away. So if it were up to me, the fingerprint reader would be on all power buttons. It just makes so much sense. Then you have messages here. They're really nice. You just open it up and you can check your messages here. I'm going to look at one that's not private and show you what you do here. It's real nice and simple. You just do a text message and you can speak your text message in and it'll copy it. Now, what I don't like about the Samsung is it cuts you off too quickly. If there's any slight pause, it seems to shut off right away. It didn't that time during the demo, but throughout the day, it does it to me all the time. Well, it took a long pause for it to do it that time. So that would be my only complaint about that. The other devices, they give me a long pause to rethink what I want to write, and they continue to listen. Samsung, I wish you could set up a length of time for it to pause before it shuts off, because that would be a really nice feature. And I do use Google to Text because Google to Text does work better than Samsung's built-in keyboard speak to text. So that's just a pro tip for all you out there that didn't realize that. Now, it's got the nice features here where you can just hit the AI and you can tell it to Samsung and grammar, so it'll fix it, which is really nice. And then I could just hit replace, and it'll replace the text, no problem. And then if you want AI and you want a writing style, that's a kind of a nice feature, which you don't find in other phones really, is it'll change the writing style, professional, casual, social. Social just means it puts in some emojis, and you could pick one, polite, hit that, and tell it to replace it. And it'll replace it, and then you can hit send. Now, I'm not going to hit send on this one because I'd be sending a message to a robot. So I'm really enjoying that AI feature, what helps me write text. It does the same thing for emails. It'll help me write an email. I really enjoy that. Or on any website where you fill in the blanks, it'll actually correct that for you or reformat it to your liking. That's something that's missing on the OnePlus Open. Maybe on the next gen, we're going to add that to the AI. The Pixel has those features to a limited degree. You get a lot more on the Samsung because it makes all those styles available, and you don't get that on the Pixel. Now in email, I'll go ahead and show you something I posted on another video. I get a lot of emails showing that somebody posted a comment on one of my videos. So I open up the email, and if I want to reply to that comment, this is only happening on the S25 Ultra. I push reply, and it starts to play the video rather than take me directly to the comment section, which you can see here on the OnePlus. It goes straight to the comment section. Even on the Z Fold 5, it takes me straight to the comment section, but that's without the update to One UI 7. So I think One UI 7 is probably going to end up breaking in on the Z Fold as well. But on all other devices, I press that button, it takes me straight to the comment section. Now, why does that matter to a YouTube creator? Well, because every time it plays the video and I stop it and I don't finish it, it actually dings my rating for that video because the video was only viewed for a very short time. Samsung, fix that. Or if any of you know how, let me know. Now, there is a new AI feature in email that is really good, and that's where it will read your email and summarize. For example, this right here, it's a new subscriber agreement. You know how boring those things are. You take this thing and you can select the AI there, and you can have it summarized, and I already had it summarized, so it summarized my email. But I go further than that. I could ask a question. For example, go here and just ask, does this email say anything about my subscription going up in price or any additional charges? Have it search and answer that question. And what it's doing is it's looking at the email. It's taking an awful long time to do that. But it says, no, this email does not mention anything specific about subscription going up in price or any additional charges. That is a good, quick way to get information out of email. I really like that feature. Now, I do need to show you some of the AI stuff because it's all built in. If you want to open up a specific app, open my calendar. You could just hold the power button. Gemini will open up your calendar, and then you have your calendar right there in front of you. You can actually get it to open up, I think, just about any app. Let's see. Open Prime Video app. Should take it right open. There you go. There's my Prime Video. So that's a nice feature if you want to do that. If you're racing, you can't just push the button. Now, my favorite feature here, you can see here on the screen, is I love being able to customize your folders. In other words, you can see here I got the folders are large, and you can actually hold press and you can shrink it so it's a regular size. I like to inflate and we're in large some of my folders because it's really quick. These are the most common folders that I use, and you can just go directly to the app and press it and it'll open up the app. See there? Netflix opened up, no problem. And I did that without opening the folder. Or you can hit here in the corner in a blank spot and it'll open up the folder. And another custom feature about the home screen is widgets. You can stack widgets. See here, I like a weather app, and I like to look at the daily weather. If I want to just swipe there, it makes it nice. There's a second type of app. And of course, I like to optimize my phone every now and then. I used to have to go to settings to do this. Now you can just do this with the optimizer, press it, and it optimizes the page or the phone without having to open up another app. And of course, with any of these widgets, you just click on them and it'll actually open the full app. So I like the stacking of the widgets. That is great. Can't get that on the Pixel or the OnePlus Open. You can put a bunch of widgets on your screen, but filling up the screen is just, for me, crazy. I'm a minimalist. I like to have a minimum as possible on the screen. As you can see here, I don't have additional screens. I only put these things on here so I can showcase stuff. So in summary, I got to say, I really enjoy the phone. I like the look. I like the design. It's a great feel. On a daily basis, normal routine stuff works great. But if you're like me and there's certain things that you like a certain way, it really makes it tough when I want to do my morning ritual and look at news and summarize things. Samsung needs to make it a little bit easier. In case some of you are wondering, yes, I have the Samsung browser for default to help me out in those areas, but it's not always the case, especially when you're using your news feed and doing news briefs, because having to click a bunch of extra buttons to get what I want is just time consuming. And when you click that reply button in your email and you expect to go to a certain location and it doesn't, that's really annoying. Now, I am committed to actually use this for another week to see if I can't figure those things out. If you can help me out, please let me know down in the comments what you thought of this video. And if there's anything I missed, please leave that there as well. I'm here to learn, just as you are, and I'm open to your suggestions. If you want to see more customization for the Samsung S25 Ultra, check out this video here. Until next time, God bless.